Here are 5 times the Hulk has showcased godly feats of strength. 5. Balancing 150 billion tons of rock. Speaking of fantastical feats, did you hear about that time the Hulk kept a mountain suspended over his friends? The original Secret Wars, 1984, gathered many of Earth's mightiest together, and Issue 4 saw Molecule Man drop an entire mountain on top of them. Doomed were it not for the magnificent mitts of the Hulk, who caught the 150 billion ton mass before Reed Richards could be revived and get the team to safety. So why does this, the feat of balancing 150 billion tons of rock in a relatively small patch of Earth, rank above Hulk's ability to annihilate a spacefaring asteroid 2 times the size of the planet? Bearing in mind that Hulk's skin is almost impenetrable, the idea of striking one, admittedly very intimidating target with a single blow in an effort to destroy it is more appealing than the thought of holding something that's also incredibly heavy in one place. One is aimed at breaking things, and the other is aimed at preserving, so it's easy to see why the former comes more easily to the Hulk. The moment was retold in 2015's Secret Wars arc, in tribute to the original showcase of super strength. 4. Holding a planet together. What could possibly be more impressive than blowing a rock the size of a planet apart, we hear you ask? Unity trumps division every time, and so the answer is of course holding one together. The Hulk developed a real love for Sakaar, the barbarian-esque battle word where he would grow to find love and family, despite being jettisoned there by the Illuminati, a collection of Earth's smartest minds. In fact, the Hulk loved it so much that when the Red King sensed he was going to lose and triggered a doomsday device built to tear the planet apart by its tectonic plates, he readily leapt into the lava-filled depths of its core to quite literally keep everything together single-handedly. We have very little by means of reference as to Sakaar's exact size, but let's be honest, even if it was Pluto the Hulk was keeping from tearing apart by its very physics, you could color me impressed. Today the Worldbreaker unbreaks his world. 3. Almost destroying the United States, with a step. After the events of World War Hulk, 2007, the saying "bull in a china shop" should be redesigned to read "Hulk on an Earth." You just can't take the guy anywhere. In what is considered by many to be the strongest Hulk has ever been, his Worldbreaker self, hell-bent on exacting revenge upon those he considered responsible for his torment on Sakaar, almost broke the 3rd largest continent on the planet with a step. 1 step. Hulk encounters Reed Richards and other targets of his hatred in Manhattan, and proceeds to make Wolverine's berserker Rage look like a kitten trying to fight its way out of a crisp packet. His stomp starts to break apart New York, after which we hear 2 more footsteps like that, and we lose the eastern seaboard. We're talking about 14 states boasting a population of around 115 million people, more than a third of the United States' entire population, the last Google told us, with a step, or 3. What boosts this particular feat even further is Hulk later on, in the heart of the monster, informs Doctor Strange he was holding back throughout those meetings, which was in some ways really nice of him. 2. Smashing Mjolnir. Mjolnir may be a hallowed weapon forged by Odin, former king of Asgard, crafted from the mystical metal Uru and bequeathed to Thor, god of thunder and hair care, but nobody said it was indestructible. Even in the MCU, the Odinson is currently Sans hammer after we saw it crushed in Thor. Ragnarok by Hela, a Norse goddess with power rivaling any other Asgardian, and one suspect you might suspect is capable of such a feat. But Hulk is another, sort of. The Avengers were called upon to stop a rampaging Banner in Hulk #227, released back in September 1978, which eventually sets him on a collision course with Thor. And like a Terry's chocolate orange, Hulk proceeds to smash Mjolnir with one hand, but there's a kicker. For it was all a dream, you see, and Hulk was just weaving a careful narrative in which he warred against his teammates before smashing one of his best mate's favorite toy. Quite worrying, really. 1. His clap tears, the fabric of existence. The Hulk clap is a staple of his repertoire, a signature move of the bussing behemoth that's been a constant through the years and never changed its style of simple destruction. Whether he's looking to dish out damage or just silence a room, the Hulk clap is an attack for every occasion, and all it requires is a pair of hands. Hulk hands. Massive green Hulk hands. The Hulk clap is so effective that it can even rip the seams of reality when used correctly and with the right motivation, as Banner did in Hulk #126, when he destroys a universe ruled over by the villainous Nightcrawler, not that one. Reverting a sonic attack from his foe by high-fiving himself, Hulk's clap busts apart an entire dimension and returns him to safety. Bearing in mind this was 1970, we're in the Silver Age of comics, and it's just a really fun time all round in terms of creative allowance. Hulk truly is the strongest one there is.